Recently I've noticed there's a lot of free-to-play games have been coming out on Steam and other platforms. I know that free-to-play games have been out for like a long time, but I've noticed that a lot more have been coming out more regularly on Steam at least. So I thought I'd do like a video every so often just to show off some of them. Some of them are going to be extremely bad and some of them are going to be pretty good. I'll try to make them as quick as possible. I'm going to try to make this one as quick as possible. I'm going to try to make this one as quick as possible at least because, well, you'll see why when I get to the game. But yeah, the free-to-play game doesn't need to be on Steam. It can be anywhere. Just link me or tell me what games you want to see and stuff like that. But anyway, this game is called Crucible Firestorm and it's on Steam. It's obviously a free-to-play one. And I'm showing it because it's pretty bad. The game itself, the ideas for the game are pretty good. It's kind of like Battlefield, but the way the game is made and put together is like horrific. These are all my opinions though. Like, some of you might like the game, but for me this is terrible. As with most free-to-play games, there are like currencies that you can use in real life to pay for certain things, which are these gold ones up here, and then you have these ones which are like the in-game things. Everything seems a bit overpriced. In order to get 4,000 of these gold, you have to spend $60. And right down here, there's an assassin that you can buy for $3,000. I mean, not dollars, 3,000 gold, so you're going to have to spend like $50 to get that. It just seems a bit overpriced. Inventory, the whole menu is just a mess in this game because it's very difficult to find things that you want to find, and it's just, I don't know, it's all over the place. There are vehicles in the game, like I said, it's like Battlefield. There are big conquest maps and all that. The maps are actually not too bad, to be honest. They're very well laid out. It's just the game doesn't look that good, so it doesn't do the justice to the maps. There's cosmetic stuff that you can pay for, which I'm okay with in free-to-play games. I don't care about cosmetic stuff. In my opinion, that's where the in real life currency needs to stop. You shouldn't have to pay for like guns. You should only have to pay for cosmetics in free-to-play games, I think. You can unlock guns in this game, depending on rank, but I'm not sure if you have to pay for them after you unlock them. I don't know how that works. And then you can go into the store and see all the guns that you can purchase. You can buy them for the in-game currency, but it seems a bit expensive. I've played like 3 or 4 games and I've only got 1,000. And it costs like 30,000 to get one of the smaller guns. And like I said, everything's a bit overpriced in the gold section. 300 gold, which is... you're going to have to spend $10 to get one of these guns. It just seems a little bit meh. And obviously there's different, you can get these things which are like special promotional stuff, I guess. Items, cosmetics, bundles, weapons, appearances, blah 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 blah. It's got all the average stuff which is in free-to-play games. I just really don't agree with the whole, I don't know, like paying for guns with real life money, even though you can get it with in-game currency. So yeah, not a big fan of the menu system, not a big fan of the pricing of things. And now I need to figure out how to get back to the main menu. But we'll play a game. Now you do have to unlock, the way the maps work is you have to unlock them. When you first start off, you only get access to 2 maps. One of the big maps and then one of these small maps. Is Kiev, I think that's pronounced, is a small map. And then Autobahn, God knows why it's called that, is like the big map. The big maps are fun, but I'm not going to play one of them because you spend most of the time running back and forth. So I want to play the smaller one so you can see how the guns work. So one of the main problems I have with this game is the way the guns move and the mouse acceleration and sensitivity. It's kind of like, it's very floaty. It feels like when you have VSync on and like, you know, sometimes when a VSync ruins the game and it makes the stuff all floaty. That's what it feels like. I know it's not VSync for me because I've turned VSync off. So I don't know what it is. So yeah, I know it's not VSync, I think it's just the way the game is designed, it's kind of all over the place. And like I said, the game is very poorly optimised, so the FPS is all over the place. Animations seem a bit dodgy, like look at this. And the graphics are very low grade, they're not that good. The graphics I can oh my god, English. The graphics I can forgive in free-to-play games, but it's just the optimization and the way the mouse moves is horrific, and the animations are a bit pants. Like if you look at the jumping animation, that's just diabolically bad. Another problem is, this is just like, it's not really a bug or anything, it's just the way the game is. Like, at the moment I'm on the team 2 and it's red. My problem with that is, I always want to be on a blue team because red is kind of like the enemy in games. And a lot of games, if you're on a team, that team will always be blue. And the other team will be red, and that other team will be blue, but to them, you're red. It's just so it's easy to tell who the enemy is. And this system where you're red, oh wow, the game's over already. And this system when it's like a blue and a red team, and then if you're on the red team, you're still red. It's hard to tell who's who. Like, you forget sometimes, and then you end up trying to kill people on your own team. It's just a little bit confusing. This time we're on the blue team, so it's not too bad. Now the gun sounds, or the sounds in the game, aren't too bad. The gun sounds are bearable. They're not Battlefield level, but they are better than some free-to-play games. Like if you just listen, see, they have got some nice sounds behind them. I don't know if all the guns are the same. I don't like that sound. The pistol sounds pretty crap, but this gun sounds is pretty alright. The hit detection or the gunplay is decent, but because of the floatiness of the weapons and the aiming, it's all over the place a little bit. Hit detection is perfectly fine, and the amount of bullets it takes to kill a person is probably about 1 or 2. With headshots being an actual thing. But I think the netcode is a bit dodgy because some people, like, you can be aiming at someone and shooting at them, but they're not there, if you know what I mean. Like, I think it's just like rubber banding and stuff. I think that's a problem. Let's see if we can kill some dudes real quick. There's a dude right there. See, I can't really aim properly. Oh, crap. One of the other problems is the skins seem the same. Skins for each team seem the same, so you can't really tell who's who. You have to aim at them sometimes, because sometimes these things above people don't appear. Crap. And yeah, the skins are the same, pretty much. I think as well the game is fully released. It's not in a beta anymore, so all of these problems I doubt will get fixed. I think this is just like the way the game's designed, so if you want to play this, you're going to have to pull it with them problems, I guess. But I don't know, it's alright if you like can't afford Battlefield, because that's technically what it is. It's like a poor man's Battlefield. But then the other thing is there's a free version, Battlefield 19 something, I can't remember which one it is. There's a free version of Battlefield at the moment, one of the older ones, but I mean the graphics are probably the same as this, to be honest, for the old one. And it's a decent game. I finally killed someone. The old Battlefield's a decent game. Fuck me. So you're probably best downloading that instead of this. I think that like on some of the servers there's bots, because sometimes if you're standing behind an enemy, the amount of time it takes them to turn around and shoot you, like sometimes I've stood there and just watched, and it just seems very unrealistic, and it feels like it's not a person. I don't know why he didn't get hit then. The spread on this gun is unbelievable. See, like, I don't know if he could see me or not, but he wouldn't shoot me, and I was standing in front of him for a good amount of seconds. I think the spread... So the spread on hip firing, or the recoil, and all the bullet spread on the hip firing seems to be like a little bit extreme, to be honest. So in my opinion, this game is kind of avoidable, unless the things get fixed. I'm not sure if it is going to get fixed. At the bottom right there it says version 3. Doesn't say anything about beta or anything, so I'm guessing this is the final version. Which is a shame, because it would be fun if they fixed the mouse problems and the frame rate problems. Look, it's got some nice mechanics, and like I said, it is a poor man's Battlefield, so if people can't afford Battlefield, then if this worked properly it'd be a decent game, but unfortunately it doesn't work properly and got too many problems, and everything is a bit overpriced. So yeah, my opinion is avoid this. If you want to see any more of this, then let me know. If you have any free-to-play games that you want me to look at, then let me know. It doesn't need to be on Steam, it can be anywhere really. I'll just take a look at them. Probably do this once a week or once every other week, depending on how many free-to-play games there are about, which obviously there's a lot for now. So yeah, let me know if you want to see more, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.